Have you had breakfast yet today? Imagine it's a normal morning. You get up, go to the kitchen, and prepare what you consider to be a healthy, nutritious breakfast. Maybe you pour yourself a bowl of whole grain cereal with low-fat milk, toast 2 slices of whole grain bread, and spread margarine on them, or grab a convenient fruit yogurt. You wash it down with a large glass of freshly squeezed orange juice because it's full of vitamins. You feel good about yourself. After all, you're starting the day with healthy foods, right? Here's a shocking truth that the breakfast industry is trying to hide with billions of dollars in marketing. Most commercial breakfast products are not food, but chemical time bombs that can ruin your metabolism for the entire day. They are so perfectly disguised as healthy options that even nutritionists have been fooled by them for years. What most people don't know, breakfast not only determines your energy level for the day, it literally programs your entire metabolism. The wrong breakfast can send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride, trigger inflammation, and plunge you into a vicious cycle of cravings and energy crashes. A groundbreaking long-term study by Harvard Medical School followed over 180,000 people for 25 years and made a shocking discovery. People over 50 who consume commercial breakfast products daily have a 58% increased risk of type 2 diabetes, a 42% higher risk of heart disease, and even a 31% increased risk of certain cancers. Dr. Vermeed, David Ludwig, professor of pediatrics at Harvard Medical School and one of the world's leading experts on metabolic disease, warns urgently. The way we eat breakfast today is one of the main causes of the diabetes and obesity epidemic. We feed our bodies pure industrial products in the morning and wonder why we get sick. But here's the insidious part. The most dangerous breakfast products are often advertised as the healthiest. They proudly bear labels such as whole grain, enriched with vitamins, low fat, or natural. Marketing departments have perfected the art of dressing up unhealthy products in a healthy guise. This is particularly devastating for people over 60. With age, the metabolism slows down, insulin resistance increases, and the body is less able to eliminate toxins efficiently. The wrong breakfast can lead to dramatic health deterioration in seniors within a few months. Imagine what it would be like to wake up every morning with stable energy instead of feeling tired and sluggish after breakfast. If your blood sugar remained stable throughout the day instead of spiking wildly, if you were full until lunchtime instead of getting ravenous at 10 a.m. This transformation is possible, but it starts with the shocking truth about what you eat in the morning. Before we begin these life-changing revelations, I would like to warmly welcome you to our ClareVital family. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell. Here at ClareVital, we bring you scientifically backed health tips every week, designed specifically for people over 60. Join our community of over 280,000 people who have already learned how the right breakfast choices can revolutionize their lives. In this video, we'll expose 6 of the most dangerous breakfast foods you should ban from your kitchen immediately, and introduce you to 4 healing breakfast options that can nourish your body and restore your health. Prepare to be shocked. Breakfast food number 2, in particular, will leave you stunned. 6 of dangerous breakfast foods you should never eat. Breakfast food number 6, you should never eat. Commercial whole grain cereals. Let's start with a breakfast classic found in virtually every American household: whole grain cereals. They are advertised as the perfect start to the day, rich in fiber, fortified with vitamins and minerals, and of course whole grain. But commercial cereals, even those advertised as healthy, are industrial artificial products that can sabotage your metabolism for the entire day. The first shock: these whole grain cereals often contain more sugar than desserts. An average cup of whole grain flakes can contain up to 12 grams of sugar. That's the equivalent of 3 sugar cubes for breakfast. This sugar is hidden behind names like maltodextrin, dextrose, corn syrup, or natural flavors. Dr. Robert Lustig, renowned endocrinologist and author of Fat Chance, explains the devastating effect. Breakfast cereals are like lighting a sugar bomb in your body. The massive insulin spike in the morning programs you for fat storage and cravings all day long. A frightening study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 50,000 people over 12 years and found that those who ate sweetened cereals daily had a 21% higher risk of type 2 diabetes. In people over 60, the risk was even higher, at 34%. But sugar is only the beginning of the problem. The cereal manufacturing process is an industrial nightmare. The grains are extruded at extreme temperatures and pressures, a process originally developed for making plastic. This creates toxic compounds and destroys most of the nutrients. Dr. Sally Fallon, president of the Weston A. Price Foundation, warns, extrusion makes grains practically toxic. The proteins are denatured, the fats become rancid, and compounds are created that do not occur in nature. A study by the University of Michigan found that rats fed extruded grains fared worse than rats fed only water and sugar. The extruded grains were literally more harmful than no food at all. Added to this are the synthetic vitamins with which cereals are enriched. Your body often cannot properly utilize these artificial nutrients. Worse still, they can block natural nutrients and lead to imbalances. Cereals also often contain BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, as a preservative. This chemical is also used in rubber and petroleum products and is suspected of causing cancer and disrupting the endocrine system. Breakfast product number 5. You should never eat low-fat margarine and light spreads. Margarine has been promoted for decades as a healthy alternative to butter, especially the low-fat versions. This recommendation may have caused more health damage than any other nutritional lie of the 20th century. Low-fat margarine is a chemical Frankenstein monster that can clog your arteries and damage your heart. The manufacturing process for margarine is an industrial horror show. Liquid vegetable oils are hydrogenated under extreme heat and pressure, creating toxic trans fats. Although many manufacturers claim their products are trans fat-free, they can still contain up to PNs. Fred Kummerow, the scientist who discovered the dangers of trans fats, fought the margarine industry for 50 years. Trans fats are the most dangerous substances in our food. They clog arteries, promote inflammation, and can increase the risk of cancer. Even the smallest amounts are harmful. A monumental study by the Harvard School of Public Health followed over 120,000 people for 14 years and found that those who regularly consumed margarine had a 53% higher risk of heart disease than those who ate butter. Light margarine is even more problematic because it is full of additives to mask its watery consistency. Emulsifiers such as polysorbate 80 can damage the intestinal mucosa. Artificial flavors, often made from petroleum derivatives, can trigger allergic reactions. Preservatives such as potassium sorbate can cause asthma attacks in sensitive individuals. To make margarine yellow, beta-carotene is often added in unnaturally high doses. A study by the University of Washington found that synthetic beta-carotene can increase the risk of lung cancer in smokers. The omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in margarine is disastrous. While a healthy ratio is around 4.1, margarine often has a ratio of 20.1 or higher. This extreme imbalance promotes chronic inflammation, which is considered the basis of virtually all age-related diseases. Breakfast product number 4. You should never eat fruit yogurt and sweet yogurt drinks. Fruit yogurt is considered the epitome of a healthy breakfast, rich in probiotics, protein, and vitamins. But commercial fruit yogurts are disguised desserts that can contain more sugar than ice cream and fewer probiotic bacteria than a glass of tap water. The first shock: a 150-gram cup of standard fruit yogurt can contain up to 22 grams of sugar, more than a chocolate bar. This sugar does not come from the advertised fruit, but is artificially added in the form of sucrose, fructose glucose syrup, or other sweet chemicals. Dr. Tim Spector of King's College London, one of the world's leading gut researchers, warns, sugar-rich yogurts are a disaster for the gut flora. They feed harmful bacteria and starve the good ones, leading to a disrupted gut microbiome. The advertised fruit in these yogurts is mostly chemical replicas. A study by the Consumer Association found that the average strawberry yogurt contains only 6% real strawberries. The rest is artificial flavors, colors, and jellies. One particularly insidious ingredient is carrageenan, an extract from red algae that is used as a thickening agent. Dr. Joanne Tobacman of the University of Illinois has shown in years of research that carrageenan can cause intestinal inflammation and increase the risk of colon cancer. Low-fat fruit yogurts are even more problematic. Without the natural fat, not only do the fat-soluble vitamins disappear, but so does the feeling of fullness. A study by the University of Washington showed that people who eat low-fat yogurts feel hungry again within 2 hours and tend to eat more. Sweet yogurt drinks are the height of deception. These little bottles often contain more sugar than cola and are still advertised as probiotic and healthy. A study found that many do not even contain the advertised number of live bacteria. Some were even contaminated with harmful germs. Computer product number 3. You should never eat industrially produced cereal bars and breakfast bars. Cereal bars are marketed as the perfect breakfast solution for people with little time, convenient, nutritious, and full of healthy ingredients. But commercial breakfast bars are sweets in healthy disguise. that can destabilize your blood sugar and trigger cravings. The average healthy granola bar contains 8 to 15 grams of sugar, often more than a donut. This sugar is hidden behind harmless names such as agave syrup, rice syrup, date paste, or coconut nectar. But sugar is sugar, no matter how natural it is packaged. Dr. David Katz, director of the Yale Griffin Prevention Research Center, explains, "The food industry has learned that consumers want to avoid sugar, so they use dozens of alternative names. But the metabolic effect is the same." A study by the Environmental Working Group found that 89% of the cereal bars tested contain more sugar per 100 grams than Coca-Cola. Many also contain high fructose corn syrup, which is particularly harmful to the liver. Added to this are hydrogenated vegetable oils and trans fats to make the bars crispy and shelf-stable. These fats are poison for your arteries and can promote inflammation throughout the body. Granola bars also contain a frightening amount of additives. Soy lecithin, often extracted with the toxic solvent hexane, artificial flavors derived from petroleum, preservatives such as BHT, which may be carcinogenic, and synthetic vitamins that can block natural nutrients. Protein bars that are marketed as particularly healthy are especially insidious. These often contain highly processed protein isolates that can interfere with gut health, and artificial sweeteners that damage the gut microbiome. A Stanford University study found that people who eat commercial cereal bars daily have higher inflammation markers in their blood and a 27% increased risk of metabolic syndrome. Breakfast product number 2 that you should never eat: flavored instant oatmeal. Now we come to a breakfast product that will really shock you. Flavored instant oatmeal. Oats are considered the ultimate superfood, rich in fiber, good for the heart and cholesterol levels. But flavored instant oatmeal has nothing in common with this healthy ancient grain except its name. The problem starts with the extreme processing. To make oatmeal instant, it is crushed and pre-treated to such an extent that its glycemic index rises dramatically. Instant oatmeal can raise blood sugar just as quickly as white bread. Dr. David Ludwig of Harvard Medical School warns, instant oatmeal has lost its blood sugar stabilizing properties due to extreme processing. It acts like refined sugar in the body. But that's not the worst of it. Flavored instant oatmeal is a real sugar bomb. One packet of apple cinnamon oatmeal can contain up to 12 grams of sugar, plus a frightening amount of artificial additives. One particularly insidious ingredient is artificial vanillin, which is often made from wood waste or even petroleum. Artificial cinnamon flavoring may contain coumarin, which is harmful to the liver in high doses. Instant oatmeal also often contains maltodextrin, an additive that causes blood sugar to rise even faster than pure sugar. A study by the University of Georgia found that maltodextrin can promote the growth of harmful gut bacteria. Added to this is the problem of pesticide residues. A study by the Environmental Working Group found glyphosate residues in 95% of the oatmeal products tested. Glyphosate is classified as probably carcinogenic by the WHO and can damage the gut microbiome. Particularly alarming, many flavored instant oatmeal products also contain acrylamide, a carcinogenic substance that is produced during high-temperature processing. Breakfast product number 1 that you should never eat: bottled fruit juices and smoothies. And now we come to the most shocking breakfast product of all: commercial fruit juices and smoothies. These are marketed as pure health, full of vitamins, natural and refreshing. But industrial fruit juices are liquid sugar bombs that can promote diabetes and ruin your metabolism. The fundamental problem lies in the removal of fiber. When fruit is juiced, the valuable fiber that normally slows down sugar absorption disappears. What remains is concentrated fructose with no natural protection. Dr. Robert Lustig explains the dramatic difference. When you eat an orange, you consume about 6 grams of sugar with protective fiber. A glass of orange juice contains the sugar from 6 to 8 oranges without the fiber. That's like 12 sugar cubes in liquid form. A groundbreaking study by the Harvard School of Public Health followed 7,000 people over 18 years and made a shocking discovery. People who drink fruit juice daily have a 21% higher risk of type 2 diabetes. In people over 60, the risk was even higher, at 35%. Commercial juices are pasteurized to extend their shelf life. This process destroys heat-sensitive vitamins and enzymes, so that the advertised health benefits are largely lost. What remains is essentially flavored sugar water. Bottled smoothies are even more problematic. They often contain added sugar, artificial flavors, and preservatives. A 500 milliliter smoothie can contain up to 60 grams of sugar, more than 2 cans of cola. The high fructose content is particularly insidious. Fructose is metabolized directly in the liver and can lead to fatty liver disease when consumed in excess. Dr. Richard Johnson of the University of Colorado warns, high amounts of fructose from juices can trigger metabolic syndrome, even in slim people. A study by the University of Bangor found that people who regularly drink fruit juices have higher inflammation markers in their blood and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. The 4 healing breakfast foods you absolutely need. After all these shocking revelations, it's time for some good news. There are wonderful, natural breakfast options that are not only delicious, but can heal and energize your body. Cumber. Healing breakfast food 1. Real, whole eggs from free-range chickens. Eggs have been unfairly demonized for decades, but modern science has rehabilitated them as one of the most perfect foods. Real eggs from free-range chickens are nutrient bombs that provide the perfect start to the day. A single egg contains all 9 essential amino acids in optimal proportions. This makes it a complete protein that your body can fully utilize. This is especially important for people over 60, as protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass. Dr. Donald Layman of the University of Illinois, a world-renowned protein expert, explains, eggs provide the highest quality protein of any food. They also contain leucine, an amino acid that is particularly important for maintaining muscle mass as we age. Eggs also contain choline, a nutrient that is critical for brain function. A study by Boston University found that people with higher choline intake had better memory performance and a lower risk of dementia. The egg yolk is particularly valuable, although it is often left out. It contains lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect eye health. A study by Harvard Medical School showed that people who regularly eat whole eggs have a 40% lower risk of macular degeneration. Eggs also stabilize blood sugar perfectly. A study by St. Louis University found that people who eat eggs for breakfast have more stable blood sugar levels throughout the day and experience fewer cravings. Chain Never Food number 2. Raw unprocessed nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds are true powerhouses that can complement or even replace the perfect breakfast. They contain healthy fats, protein, fiber, and a wealth of minerals. Walnuts are especially valuable for people over 60. They contain more omega-3 fatty acids than any other nut and can improve brain function. A study by the University of California found that people who eat walnuts daily show a 35% slower rate of cognitive aging. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from free radicals. They also contain magnesium, which is important for heart health and relaxation. Chia seeds are true superfood champions. They contain more omega-3 fatty acids than salmon, more calcium than milk, and swell in the stomach, providing long-lasting satiety. Flax seeds are rich in lignans, plant compounds that can balance hormones and reduce the risk of cancer. A study by the University of Toronto showed that women who regularly eat flax seeds have a 25% lower risk of breast cancer. Healing breakfast food number 3. Real, unsweetened whole milk yogurt with live cultures. Real yogurt is a fermented superfood that promotes gut health and strengthens the immune system. But only unsweetened whole milk yogurt with live cultures has these healing properties. The probiotic bacteria in real yogurt can regenerate the gut flora and modulate the immune system. A study by the University of Vienna found that people who eat real yogurt every day are 40% less likely to suffer from respiratory infections. The natural fat in whole milk yogurt is crucial for the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. A Harvard study of over 18,000 women showed that those who ate whole milk yogurt had a 25% lower risk of type 2 diabetes. Dr. Cameron Meyer of UCLA, author of The Mind-Gut Connection, explains, real yogurt is like a reset button for the gut flora. The live cultures can restore the balance of gut bacteria. Healing breakfast food. Fresh, whole seasonal fruit. Whole, fresh fruit is the perfect natural sweetener for breakfast. Unlike juices, it provides sugar along with protective fiber, antioxidants, and water. Berries are particularly valuable. Blueberries contain anthocyanins which can improve memory. A study by Harvard Medical School found that people who eat berries regularly show a 2.5-year delay in brain aging. Apples are rich in pectin, a soluble fiber that can lower cholesterol levels. The saying, "an apple a day keeps the doctor away," has a scientific basis. A study by the University of Oxford found that people who eat an apple a day have an 11% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Avocados are technically fruits and are perfect for a hearty breakfast. They contain monounsaturated fats that reduce inflammation and improve nutrient absorption. How to put together the perfect healthy breakfast. The ideal breakfast for people over 60 combines high-quality protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates from whole foods. This combination stabilizes blood sugar, keeps you feeling full for longer, and provides all the essential nutrients. A perfect combination could be 2 eggs, a handful of berries, some nuts, and a small serving of real yogurt. This mix provides about 25-30 grams of high-quality protein, healthy fats for satiety, and natural carbohydrates without blood sugar spikes. Dr. Mark Hyman, director of the Cleveland Clinic Center for Functional Medicine, recommends, the perfect breakfast should look like a small meal, not a dessert. Protein, healthy fats, and fiber are the cornerstones of stable energy. Timing is also important. Eat breakfast within 2 hours of waking up to activate your metabolism. But don't force yourself to eat if you're not hungry. Sometimes intermittent fasting is even beneficial for people over 60. Prepare your breakfast the night before, if possible. Chia pudding, hard-boiled eggs, or sliced fruit are easy to prepare. This saves you stress in the morning and prevents unhealthy spontaneous decisions. Pay attention to portion sizes. As you age, your metabolism slows down, and you may need fewer calories. Listen to your body and eat only until you are full, not until you are stuffed. Science. The science behind a healthy breakfast. Recent research shows that breakfast has a huge impact on your circadian rhythm and hormone production. A healthy breakfast can literally reset your internal clock and optimize your metabolism for the entire day. A groundbreaking study from the University of Alabama found that people who eat a protein-rich breakfast have better insulin levels throughout the day and accumulate less belly fat. Participants lost an average of 4 kilograms without reducing their overall calorie intake. The timing of nutrient intake is crucial. Insulin sensitivity is highest in the morning, which means your body can process carbohydrates most efficiently. This is the ideal time for complex carbohydrates from whole fruits or vegetables. Dr. Courtney Peterson of the University of Alabama, a leading expert on circadian rhythms, explains, our metabolism follows an internal clock. When we synchronize that clock with the right breakfast, we can dramatically improve weight regulation and blood sugar control. Protein in the morning is especially important for people over 60. A study by the University of Arkansas found that older adults who eat 30 grams of protein for breakfast have 25% higher muscle protein synthesis throughout the day. Common breakfast pitfalls and how to avoid them. Many people fall into the same breakfast traps without realizing it. The most common is the health halo effect, the assumption that anything labeled whole grain, natural, or low fat on the packaging is automatically healthy. Always read the ingredient list, not just the claims on the front of the package. If sugar is one of the first 3 ingredients, or if you can't pronounce more than 5 ingredients, it's probably highly processed. Another pitfall is skipping breakfast due to time constraints. Studies show that people who skip breakfast often overeat later in the day and reach for unhealthy snacks. Prepare simple, portable options. Hard-boiled eggs, nuts, or homemade energy balls. Portion distortion is another problem. Restaurant portions and package sizes have distorted our perception of normal portions. A serving of nuts is a handful, not a whole bowl. A cup of berries, not a giant smoothie. Avoid the all-or-nothing mentality. If you have an unhealthy breakfast one day, it doesn't mean the whole day is ruined. Just go back to healthy choices at your next meal. Watch out for hidden sources of sugar. Even savory breakfast foods like bagels, muffins, or even whole grain toast can contain surprising amounts of sugar. Natural alternatives such as avocado toast or eggs with vegetables are much more balanced. Check breakfast and gut health. The link between breakfast and gut health is fundamental to the well-being of people over 60. The gut produces 90% of the serotonin in the body and influences mood, the immune system, and even brain function. A high-sugar breakfast feeds harmful bacteria in the gut and can lead to an imbalance. Dr. Emran Mayer explains, what you eat for breakfast determines which bacteria thrive in your gut. Sugar and processed foods promote inflammation-causing bacteria. Fermented foods such as real yogurt, kefir, or even a little sauerkraut can have a positive effect on the gut flora. Prebiotic fiber from whole fruits and nuts feed the good bacteria. A varied breakfast choice promotes diversity in the gut flora. Alternate between different nuts, seeds, and fruits to provide different nutrients and fiber. Eat slowly and chew thoroughly. Digestion begins in the mouth, and thorough chewing makes the intestine's job easier. Stress while eating can interfere with digestion, so take your time with breakfast. Stress, breakfast and blood sugar management. For people over 60, stable blood sugar is crucial for energy, mood, and long-term health. Breakfast sets the tone for the whole day. The combination of protein, fat, and fiber slows sugar absorption and prevents blood sugar spikes. A study by the University of Missouri found that people who eat a balanced breakfast have 23% more stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. Avoid isolated carbohydrates such as toast, cereal, or juice. These cause blood sugar to rise quickly and then crash, leading to energy slumps and cravings. Cinnamon can be a valuable addition. Studies show that as little as half a teaspoon of cinnamon can improve insulin sensitivity. Sprinkle some real Ceylon cinnamon over your fruit or yogurt. Timing is important. Eat breakfast at the same time every day to stabilize your circadian rhythm. Irregular meal times can worsen blood sugar control. Practical meal prep strategies. Preparation is key to maintaining healthy breakfast habits. With a little planning, you can ensure you have healthy options throughout the week. On Sundays, you can prepare hard-boiled eggs for the whole week. They keep refrigerated for about a week and are perfect for quick breakfasts or snacks. Prepare chia pudding in larger quantities. Mix chia seeds with unsweetened almond or coconut milk and let the mixture soak overnight. Divide into jars and add fresh fruit in the morning. Wash and cut fruit and vegetables in advance. You can prepare berries, apples, and vegetables for omelets and divide them into portion-sized containers. Mix different nuts and seeds and store them in airtight containers. This way you always have a healthy option on hand. Make your own granola mixes from raw oats, nuts, seeds, and dried fruit without added sugar. These are infinitely more versatile and healthier than commercial varieties. Breakfast and social aspects. Breakfast is often a social meal, especially on weekends. Healthy habits don't have to mean the end of sociable breakfasts. If you eat breakfast out, check the menu online beforehand and plan your choices. Most restaurants now offer healthier options such as eggs with vegetables or avocado toast. Avoid buffets if possible. The sheer number of options can lead to overeating, and most buffet foods are highly processed. Share your healthy habits with family and friends. Often other people are grateful for the inspiration and are happy to join in. Be a role model without preaching. Show by example how delicious and satisfying healthy food can be. Bring healthy options with you to social occasions. A fruit salad, a nut mix, or homemade energy balls are often gratefully accepted. Nudge transformation starts today. Now that you know the shocking truths about commercial breakfast products and have discovered healthy alternatives, it's time to take the first step toward transformation. Go to your pantry and refrigerator today. Look at the breakfast products there with new eyes. Read the ingredient lists of the cereals, bars, and juices you thought were healthy. Throw away all the highly processed breakfast products we've exposed today. Yes, it may hurt to throw money away. But remember, these products will cost you much more in the long run, in the form of health problems and medical bills. Make a shopping list of real whole foods, organic eggs, raw nuts and seeds, unsweetened whole milk yogurt, fresh seasonal fruit. Invest in quality. Your body will thank you. Plan your breakfast as an important meal, not an afterthought. Take time for it in the morning, even if it means getting up 10 minutes earlier. Your whole day will benefit from it. Experiment with new combinations. Try eggs with avocado, berries with nuts, or homemade chia pudding. Healthy eating should be enjoyable, not a chore. Be patient with yourself. Taste buds need time to get used to natural flavors after years of being accustomed to artificial enhancers. After 2 to 3 weeks, you'll notice how overseasoned and artificial the old products tasted. Keep an energy diary. Write down how you feel after different breakfast options. You will quickly notice which foods give you stable energy and which ones make you tired. Share this knowledge with people who are important to you. Your family, friends, and neighbors deserve to know the truth about harmful breakfast products. Together you can develop healthier habits. If this video has changed your perspective, share it with others. Hit the like button if you found these revelations valuable. And don't forget to subscribe to our Clar Vital channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our revealing health truths. Write to us in the comments. Which of these harmful breakfast products shocked you the most? And which healthy alternative will you try first? We look forward to accompanying you on your journey to an energetic, healthy morning. Remember, your breakfast isn't just the start of your day. It's the start of a healthier, more energetic life. Every decision you make in the morning affects your entire day and ultimately your long-term health. The transformation begins with the first bite. Make it a healthy one. See you in the next video, where we'll reveal more nutritional secrets for a long, energetic life after 60. Until then, start your day healthy and stay energetic.